Rogers is an autistic boy. He's 15 years old. He's been missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And everybody has been looking for him. Everybody. He is 5 foot 5 inches tall. He weighs 120 pounds. Sandy blonde hair, and he wears glasses. And again, there is none, no footprint of him whatsoever.
You think back, and there might have been a reason he was possibly upset or something outside that could have enticed him to go outside. Was there anything that came to mind?
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. That morning he was laughing, he was joking. Everyone we were around that day agreed that he seemed like he was in a good mood. He was behaving.
This boy, I've done told y'all, reminds me of my son that had autism, that is my third son. And he disappeared right down the road from part of where my family lives. And I take all of these cases serious. I am not playing about anything right now.
The original thinking was that Sebastian Rogers left home on his own, but the fact that he disappeared without a trace now has authorities looking into the very real possibility of foul play.
I'm not trying to accuse them of anything. I'm trying to tell you how suspicious they are now becoming.
Supper's on the table, their toys are in their room. There sure is someone certain who's missing children in the world. It's sunrise into daybreak, it's dawn until the moon. It's all the broken people, they keep on praying for you. It's time to do all we can. It could never be too soon. As parents sit beside the phone and wait to hear from you. And people don't have a right to do the things they do to you. So please come home, listen, children, to those who are loving you. And God, if you're out there, please show them the way through their broken dreams and the little things children often go through. And open up those frozen windows, let them see the light. Let them come home and their children within their parents' sight. It's time to do all we can. It could never be too soon. As parents sit beside the phone and wait to hear from you. And people don't have a right to do the things they do to you. So please come home, listen, children, to those who are loving you. So please come home, listen, children, to those who are loving you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, Dee. Hello, Lisa. Not crazy by crazy lady. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see what we got here. BMW Coupe. Hello. Brandon E. Hello. Ashley. Hello, hello. Vanna Reeves. Hello. I'm so glad to see everybody in here. Opal. Brenda Sue. Lakeside Lawyer. Oh, wow. I just got put in your live stream. Okay. Okay. Heather. Hey. Love my fur babies. Hello, hello, hello. Nice Marie. Let's see. Maria S. Let's see. Trooper's mom. Good afternoon. Carol loves embroidery. Hello, hello. Tam here. Whoa, you're my favorite too. Oh my goodness. Heather. Hello, Marion Garrell and Brenda Sue and Stephanie. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, D. White. Marley, hello, good to see you. Nurse Sandy. Let's see who we got here. Daily Tab, hello, beautiful. Hugs and kisses, and I hope you're doing okay and your husband's doing okay. Y'all pray for Daily Tab and Dawn and NHGG, hello, and Smokey Joe. And put all them green hearts in there for Sebastian, Wayne, Drake, Rogers, Cindy Lou, Stephanie. Let's see. Justin, you doing some cooking. Love you, my friend. Let's see who we got here. Let's see. I'll make sure I say hey to everybody. Margaret. You got another live. Hopefully they're fixing this stuff now. I hope so. Ashley, no, we ain't gonna let this case go cold. And I'm gonna show y'all something here in just a minute. I'm gonna show y'all something. Honey, Brandon said, Smiley, you better fire up alive. I see you tell Justin. I said, I'm gonna do something better than that. So y'all know Smiley. You know Smiley, honey. Now, hold on. Just hold your drawers. Let's see. Kathleen and Peggy and Elizabeth, Roxy R, Kimbo, Sonia, Patricia, let's see, Mary Harris, Cooter G, Liz. Let's see, I hope I haven't missed anybody. Tori. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, what? I ain't got to do that in a long time. Wait, what? Nice, Marie. Yep, we got to have faith. Thank you for that. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. Prayers for Seth. Yep, we got to have faith. Got to have faith. Got to have faith. Peggy, everybody coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you, Julie and Tori. We love you. We love you. I love you. Where did you just go? Uh-oh, Tori. Okay, so nice, Marie. I missed you. I got you, Tori. There you are. Love you. Love you. Oh, my God. Let me get back up here to the comments. Uh-oh. Now, where'd my comments go? I hid my comments. Oh, live. Okay. Oh, my goodness. I think that's it. If I missed Sue, M, if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There we go. Lord have mercy. Grace Paris. You know me and my buttons. I don't know. So there we go. There we go. So how's everybody doing today? A little bummed on kind of hearing what you heard a little bit ago. Selena, hello. Everybody coming in. Hit that thumbs up. It's going to be all right. Eva, hello, honey. How's everybody doing? So today is March 28th, Friday. Jesus, it is finally Friday. Finally Friday. I'm joining you as soon as I get my debit card straightened out on YouTube. Oh, don't worry. You're fine, honey. You are fine. Susan, hello. Bummed. Yeah, the weather's there. It was blah. It was a beautiful day here. Beautiful day. I got out and about some today. It was beautiful. So, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Wait, what? Tomorrow is your birthday? Woo! I'm gonna have to sing to you tomorrow, huh? I'll have to sing to you. Saturday. Wait, what's birthday? Raining and cloudy in Pennsylvania. Well, can't have it all. Happy early birthday, though. Wait, what? Okay, so now we can't let this case go cold. But I do want to, I don't want y'all to get down, okay? I don't want y'all to get down. Now, I want to show y'all something. I just want you to hear. Hold on. Whoopsie daisy.
TBI. Hi, I have a question for you. Is the Sebastian Rogers case? Can you tell me, has it gone cold?
Get to the point.
So I'm just the after-hours operator. As far as I'm aware, the case has not been classified as cold. As far as I'm aware, all the distribution lists from the Sheriff's Department and the TBI are still receiving tips. Okay.
Grace.
Well, excuse me, I apologize. Okay, so, but he's not listed on your website anymore. He should be. He's still an active Amber Alert. Well, he's still listed as an active Amber Alert, but is it another glitch? Because I'm a YouTuber, and even, it's not that I and I don't mean to take up your time, but, I mean, this is Friday the 28th, right, of March, so I'm not trying to, there's even an ex-FBI agent, so they're pretty smart, talking about it could possibly be a cold case, and because it's not listed anymore, and they even showed that, so I mean, I'm not getting it wrong because I'm not able to pull it up. It's like others are not able to pull it up either. So what is it? Well, I just went to the TN.gov website for the active missing child alerts, and Sebastian's the top one. Okay, is Summer Wells still on there? She is, and so is Helen Snap, Layla Santanello, and Kennedy Hoyle. Okay, well, it may just be a glitch. We're not able to see it from this side. So I just want to make sure. Yeah, we wouldn't take that down unless the case had actually been closed. Even if the case was technically cold, it would still be active on our website. Well, we just want to make sure, or I just want to make sure, and the people that watch me want to make sure, because we know that it's being worked absolutely by one person, Brandon Carter, in Sumner County. But we didn't know if TBI might have, had less leads and not be working the case. But TBI is working the case? Is that safe to say? Yes, the TBI is also receiving tips for the Sebastian Rogers case. Okay. All right, that's all I wanted to know, and I'm sorry to take up your time. No, you're fine. You have a good afternoon. All right, you too. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. So there you have it, folks. It is still on there. It must have been a glitch, and just don't get upset over it. Sebastian Rogers is still being worked by TBI.
So I'm not saying anybody's wrong. I'm just saying I'm going to always check out. I'm going to always call, and I'm always going to check out. Call me what you want. Oh, thank you, astrology. Yeah, just a little something different. I'm going to always call and check out. I don't care where the information comes from. And I love Jennifer, but I don't want everybody going into a panic. Okay? Because we found this in Summer Wells' case. We do know that case is cold. Like Jennifer said, cold as ice. But, Sebastian's is not. And There may have been reasons she done that. I don't know. And that's okay. But I'm not going to have everybody panicking over here thinking that it's a cold case. Hey, Tony, I want people to know that this case is still going to be worked and going to be looked at in every way possible. And that's what I do. I make the phone calls, good, bad, indifferent, and I will play them for you, whether or not I should or should not. That's why people hate me. Sorry, not sorry. It's just something you can expect. And they know they can expect it. So it is what it is. We can't let it go cold. We got to keep his name and face out there. And if it's something like that, we got to find out if there's a glitch or whatever it is. We got to find out. We can't say, oh, this come out. Well, okay, but I'm going to check it. I am going to check it. You know, I'm not always right. I don't expect anyone to ever always agree with me, but I have to check into it, period. And you heard it from the horse's mouth. It was very simple. So I suggest, instead of, anybody could do that, I suggest instead of getting in a panic, that you just do your own research. That's all. Why not me? Everybody comes to me anyway with all this bizarre stuff. That's all. But I did want to talk to y'all today. And I did write it down today. And oh my God, look, y'all were still sending me stuff yesterday. And I said I was going to do it on the live. And I apologized. I hung up, and I didn't even realize it until today about the body being found in the Clarksville. I am so sorry, in the garage. I don't know if there's any more information on that. I apologize. It was, I'm sure it was no case that we're related to or anything like that. And I said, oh no, I'm going to put it out. I keep getting bombarded with that. And I never did. So if y'all heard any information on that, let me know. I know the medical examiner, it was an adult, I believe. I don't know if they know it was male or female. And I do apologize. I hadn't even checked on it today. I've been out and about. But don't think your stuff didn't go unnoticed. Oh my God, I just had so much on me last night. So it hit me today when I was out and I was looking at my phone. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I know it worries everybody when it's, you know, close range like that. But yeah, it was an adult male, I believe. Yeah. But I wanted to let you know that we're going to talk about Sebastian today, just to get his name and face out there and some of my thoughts. And how dare Redbird, I hope you're up in the bushes. We're not going to cause no drama, but please don't ever tell me to shut up in anyone's live over my opinion of something that came out of Katie Proudfoot's mouth herself. I just said, tell the truth. That's all I simply said. And I'll keep saying it until the day I die or till the day Sebastian is found. Tell the truth about February 25th, 2024. Don't tell me to stop. I'm not going to ever stop. And what I was saying was, if people don't like me or what I say, there's 3 little dots in the chat. You can click up there if you don't want to see what I say, and you can hit block and block me no matter where we're at. You don't have to hear or see what I say, period. But you will never shut me up. Not about Sebastian. Period. Nobody's going to shut me up about Sebastian. But Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, where is he and why can't he be found? That's what I want to talk about today. I want to know what's going on, why he can't be found. And where is he? Yeah, what you done now. That's right. Because we got to think about this. Who has the skills? Who has the skills to hide him? Who has to hide him this good, I should say? Who has the skills to hide him this good? To not be found? Who has the means to hide him this good? Who has the opportunity to hide him this good? Somebody did. Katie Proudfoot? Somebody did. Chris and Katie? Well, somebody did. Because Sebastian didn't hide himself on his own. You know, one time you hear him talking about him, and the way that you hear them talk about him, I should say, let me rephrase that, is you hear one side talk about him, he's very smart. You hear others talk about him, and he's not so smart. That could be further than the truth. But it don't matter how smart he is. He's not capable of pulling off to be Houdini, Chris. He didn't hide himself on his own. Yes, Seth will be on tomorrow night, 7 Central Time. I did share that on my Facebook, and I did share it on my YouTube. Y'all, and I think I shared it on Twitter. Y'all make sure to drop his link and go over and watch that tomorrow night. But he don't have the means, Sebastian don't, and the skills or the opportunity to get lost like this and go hide himself like this. So who has the skills, the opportunity, the motive, and the means? Who has the deep pockets to hide Sebastian like this? Sebastian didn't take no money. He didn't take any clothes. He didn't take, allegedly, his shoes. Thank you, Royal Blue. He didn't plan anything. He didn't leave a note. He didn't have, according to Katie and Chris, he didn't have any friends to help him. That's according out of their own mouth. He didn't take his phone. I mean, his stepfather and his mother was very adamant about he didn't have any friends. In my opinion, he didn't really have family that liked him very much, at least not when he got older. Thank you, Lakeside Lawyer. Thank you so much. Cover your ears, 1-800. We're going to shake them all the bushes. At least when he got older, and I don't know if that's from him when he was diagnosed with autism, and that was the church that they went to, at least the Bower socks and all that, and they put that into Chris and them's head. I don't know. I'm just saying, this is hearsay. It's a thought. Because where did things go bad? Because it kind of didn't look like that when they were younger with the younger pictures and stuff. Something went wrong somewhere. Where did it go wrong? What happened? Something happened. But in my opinion, in that household, he had family that didn't like him that much. I'll just say that. It appears, in my opinion, in that household, because he was out of sight, out of mind most of the time. He went to bed at 8 every night. 15-year-old going to bed at 8 o'clock. No friends. While his mother was on the phone most of the time, because that was their words, not mine. Her words, not mine. She loved her husband. That might not be normal for you, but it's normal for, let me rephrase that. It might not be normal for most people, but that's normal for us. Because I love my husband. That's a normal thing because he works out of town. So Sebastian, she gets him up at 6 o'clock to go to school. He goes to school all day long. She works across town. He comes home. We know he does the chores and takes care of God knows what animals. Does his homework, because when Seth gets to talk to him, that's what he's doing on the phone. Then when his mother comes home, I don't know, there's got to be bath time in there sometime for both of them. So, and then they eat dinner and then it's time to go to bed. I guess if Katie ain't out running errands or doing household stuff herself, getting groceries or wherever she's got to stop on the way or paying her bills or what you do in a normal household, where's the time you spend with your child? So I said what I said. Out of sight, out of mind. Just what I said. I don't even have kids here anymore. They're grown. I don't have enough time in a freaking day to do what I need to do. And people sometimes want to know. I just had a conversation with somebody the other day. I wasn't trying to be mean, but I really had to lay it out for them because they're like, they send me stuff sometimes and I'll just, yeah, or whatever, going about my business. And they said they weren't trying to be mean. And I had just rolled out of bed. They're like, well, why don't you ever? I said, why don't I ever what? Why don't you ever bounce ideas off of me? I'm just like, well, number one, I just got up. Number two, first of all, I don't really know this person, but number two, I have real life things to do. My family always comes first. I can't sit and hold somebody's hand 24/7. I appreciate what you send me, but I also, there's research that goes into this stuff. I have to try to get my facts straight. And it was a whole bunch of other stuff other than that. I said, and I'm not trying to be mean either. I really am not. But XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. I said, not to mention the fact I just lost my mother a few months ago, and I've took on another person, which is my brother, financially and otherwise. I said, so this is the way it is. I mean, if people don't understand that, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't ever mean to be mean or wish to hurt nobody's feelings, but I didn't do anything wrong. I've answered them. I never get me time. I took a little bit today. And I'm just telling that story. Again, I'm not putting anybody, and if they feel like, look, hey, if the shoe fits, I always say if the shoe fits, wear it, honey. There's so much more than this. If you don't believe it, fix your own channel. Some people still got their own channel and they still, I don't know. We ain't getting into that. No drama. No drama. I had a point to that and I done forgot what it was. I have a short-term memory. I don't even know what it was. Just X that out. It's not bother me. It's just, I had a point to that. Anyway, my point was, yeah, I know what my point was. My point was, so how out of sight, out of mind. It had to do with Katie. So how does she get to spend time with her son? When did she get to spend time with her son? When? and do all of her household things. I can't even do that. And I don't have nobody here to worry about. Thank you. I will call you out. Thank you. Thank you for being a new YouTube member. So I guess that was my point. When? There's just not enough time in the day. But where would he go on, and how would he hide on his own? That's what I'd like to know. Where would he go and hide on his own? Hey, Betsy. Hello, hello. Women's warrior. Yeah, juggling all the things. It's hard. So how could he weather? I want y'all to think about this. How could Sebastian weather the storms? Literally the storms is what I mean. Outside, cold, heat, rain. It's been over a year. Out in the wild, no way for health care, no communication. Hey, I see you. Welcome everybody coming in. Now I want y'all to really think about this, because I really thought about it today, and I wrote it down, so I was trying not to forget it. With no health care, when he took medicines, I don't know what medicines he took, it don't matter. But maybe he's a growing young man. Maybe he had a stomach ache, a virus, COVID, or I'm sorry, whoops, I wasn't supposed to say that, I don't think. It don't matter. The flu, all these things going around now, earache, tonsillitis. I mean, just think about all these things a kid can get. What I'm saying is appendicitis, we don't know. I'm just saying all these things that can happen. Always prepare for the worst, hope for the best. But if he's out there somewhere, how would he get medical care? Need a tooth pulled? Need a root canal? These are the things I was thinking about today. So, and how would he weather the storm? Cold, heat, rain, and all this. No shoes on, according to his mother. Because, see, this is what I was thinking. This is what y'all are not thinking. And I hope Seth listens. I hope he comes in on the end, because there's something. I got a boom for y'all at the end of this. Well, I think it is anyway. It probably ain't, but I got something that none of us thought about. And I'm almost done. Even homeless people have to survive, out there. They need help. And if Sebastian chose to come homeless, thank you, Ann Elizabeth. Woo, thank you so much for the super sticker, honey. Thank you. So if Sebastian chose to become homeless, which I don't think nobody chooses to become homeless. I think we're all one paycheck away from becoming homeless, if you want to know the truth. Yeah, Brandon, you need food or water. But if I'm going to do this in two different scenarios, but if he chose to become homeless, you do know that homeless people need help to survive, right? If you don't believe me, ask a homeless person or anybody that's ever been homeless. Thank you, Ann Elizabeth, for being a member for 3 months. Woohoo! And I love you, and our channel loves you. For instance, homeless people, to survive, they don't just go out there all homeless and have nothing and don't survive, right? MCE says, yes, we do need homeless. Prayers to you, honey. Yeah, you do. You do. They utilize resources, and maybe somebody can speak up and say and tell. They protect, yes, and they protect each other. Absolutely. Absolutely. And they know, yes, absolutely. They know where the soup kitchens are. They know where to get food, how to get food, and they know where the resources are. And they do have to utilize missions and stuff like that to sleep, shelters, and especially if they have children. Absolutely. They know how to get in abandoned cars and stuff like that. But what I'm talking about is they know how to go get shelter. They know how to sign up for it and stuff like that. Now, I'm fixing to give y'all a little fun fact y'all didn't also know about Smiley either. I have actually volunteered. I'm not going to say worked. Okay. I have actually volunteered for a program before that through an agency with Catholic Social Services over here. And they went out and had vans and served the homeless people. They seeked them out, took them blankets, pillows, coats, whatever. And they gave them the opportunity to sign them up during those cold months if they wanted to get help to get shelters. It's their choice if they want to or they don't want to. It's their choice. But they have programs, and they can give them programs. And, that's up to them. But they're out there. They're out there. But homeless people utilize things. They utilize food banks, and like it was said earlier, food kitchens, things to that nature. There's all kinds of programs out there. They also panhandle. That's why I have never judged people who stand out on the side of the road with signs and stuff. Now, yeah, granted, I've said before, just like everybody else, I bet the ones sometimes if they hold a sign that says I will work for food, you can probably pull over and they probably wouldn't work. Some of them probably would, some of them probably wouldn't if you offered them just a job. But I've tried not to judge the ones that hold out for money or whatever. It's everybody's prerogative who you give your money to. No, nobody in America should be homeless. Absolutely not. I have literally gave people money and seen them turn around and go right in the liquor store. But you know what? If that's what they want to do, let them. That liquor may be keeping that alcoholic alive, honestly. And if you've never seen nobody go through withdrawals or anything like that, and if you don't know about alcoholism and stuff like that, it can literally kill you. I'm not going to judge it. It is what it is. If they choose that in their stomach instead of a hamburger, that's on them. That ain't my point. But they do know how to panhandle. They do know how to get money. They do know that. But there are programs out there. Again, some scam, some don't, some really need it. Unfortunately, it's sad. Some do get out there and some use their children. You have to use your own judgment. Yeah. And Brandon, I've seen some, there was one person I seen go into a seizure. They almost never got stopped. I will never forget it. So, but anyway, But you decide. But also, I feel again, he did not leave to go be homeless. That's number one. I also feel they try to say he ran away. There's a difference in homelessness and there's a difference in running away. But if you run away, you can become homeless. That's why I brought homelessness up first. We're just going to get the homelessness out of the way. I don't feel he ran away, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I had a runaway in my family. I don't know how many times I have to mention it or say it. We're not going to go through that story. It did not turn out good. Although she ran off with her boyfriend. She ran off to California. Okay? He left her there. But we're going to talk about runaways for a minute. And if you can, one of my mods put down a runaway line. There is a runaway line. There's a place also you can get a free bus ticket home if you are a runaway and you're out there listening and you do want to go home. But people do run away. What are they running from? But I don't think Sebastian ran away. I feel, one, he did not run away. He had a long, stressful, allegedly 2 days. 2 days. Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing, Lakeside Lawyer. 0 chance he ran. And you don't run away. In my opinion, I don't care who you are, you ain't thinking about locking the door. You ain't thinking about locking the door. You don't care if the door behind you is locked. He had a long, stressful day, and I can bet you all he wanted to do was go home and go to bed in his good, clean bed. Thank you for that, I see you. But even runaways need resources. Thank you, Lady for Justice. Thank you. Thank you for being a member for 1 month. Even runaways need resources, right? Good evening, everybody coming in. Even runaways need resources. First of all, a runaway, they're going to usually plan to run away. They're going to have a plan. They're going to think it out, or they're going to say something to somebody. We never heard, at least not that's come out in the public, the school, or he's never said anything to anyone. Of course, he didn't have any friends, but when kids get to school or something like that, they're going to usually say something to somebody, or we've never heard anybody come forward to that. We've never heard any neighbors out in the, they seem to have heard a lot of stuff, but we've never heard them say, he went out there stomping. Oh, got to get hold on. My phone locked. They seem to heard a lot of things, but he never, oh my God, I will cut you out. Thank you so much. I will cut you out, give you 5 memberships. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you got a membership, please think I will call you out. I said cut you. I will call you out. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bliss Blessings, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Thank you. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hello, 501 Dime Bag. Chris, hello, honey. I just don't understand why Katie has not mentioned nothing about a bath or a shower. That is strange. Yeah, the only one she mentioned it for was her. Strange, not him. Yeah, that was very kind, wasn't it? I will call you out. Hey, Condensed and Crime. Yeah, I don't know if you heard it. I called TBI. It's at the very front of this video. They said it's not cold, and he is on the list. So I don't know what's going on there. But I called, I recorded it, and I played it. So that's what Smiley does. I checked it. Said Summer Wells is on there too, and they even called out Holly Snap and all that. So I don't know. It's probably just a glitch in the system. I don't know what's going on. I'll play it again in a minute. Okay, hold on. Let me just play it right now. How about that? For those coming in. All right. Hold on. For those just coming in and didn't hear that, I got right on that because I was heartbroken.
TBI. Hi, I have a question for you. Is the Sebastian Rogers case? Can you tell me, has it gone cold? So I'm just the after-hours operator. As far as I'm aware, the case has not been classified as cold. As far as I'm aware, all the distribution lists from the Sheriff's Department and the TBI are still receiving tips. Okay. I'm checking those out. Well, excuse me, I apologize. Okay, so, but he's not listed on your website anymore. He should be. He's still an active Amber Alert. Well, he's still listed as an active Amber Alert, but is it another glitch? Because I'm a YouTuber, and even, it's not that and I don't mean to take up your time, but, I mean, this is Friday the 28th, right, of March, so I'm not trying to, there's even an ex-FBI agent, so they're pretty smart, talking about it could possibly be a cold case, and because it's not listed anymore, and they even showed that, so I mean, I'm not getting it wrong because I'm not able to pull it up. It's like others are not able to pull it up either. So what is it? Well, I just went to the tn.gov website for the active missing child alert. And Sebastian's the top one. Okay, is Summer Wells still on there?
Thank you, Robin.
She is, and so is Holland Snap, Layla Santanello, and Kennedy Hoyle. Okay, well, it may just be a glitch. We're not able to see it from this side. So I just want to make sure. We wouldn't take that down unless the case had actually been closed. Even if the case was technically cold, it would still be active on our website. Well, we just want to make sure, or I just want to make sure, and the people that watch me want to make sure, because we know that it's being worked absolutely by one person, Brandon Carter, in Sumner County. But we didn't know if TBI might have, had less leads and not be working the case. But TBI is working the case? Is that safe to say? Yes, the TBI is also receiving tips for the Sebastian Rogers case. Okay. All right, that's all I wanted to know, and I'm sorry to take up your time.
Thank you.
No, you're fine. You have a good afternoon. All right, you too. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
So I just like to confirm, I'm not saying nobody, I just didn't want everybody to get out of proportion and, worry about that, because I know that can cause a lot of chaos. And yes, thank you. Thank you for your generosity, Smokey Joe. I put it up there so I wouldn't forget. Thank you so much. Thank you for whoever got that. Please thank Smokey Joe. That was very generous. Thank you. I just want to make sure that, because we hear a lot out here. And so everybody can have their thoughts and opinions on it, but I'm going to go check it right out. If it's something that I can call and check out, Smiley's going to call and check it out. I don't care who agrees with it and who don't agree with that. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. It don't make anybody right or wrong, me nor her. It's just something I want to check out and I can put out here so everybody don't stress, because I don't want it put out there that this is a cold case or TBI is not looking into it. And then we say call TBI and nobody calls TBI because they think TBI is not looking into it, Thank you, Dark Side Crime. Oh my goodness, that was so sweet of you. Side Crime gave 5 memberships. Thank you so much. It's okay that they don't agree. They can have their own opinions. Redbird can fly away. I don't know. It's fine. They can have their own opinions just like I can. If they don't agree, they don't need to watch. They over here watching. Why are they watching? They don't agree with a lot. I have a feeling I know who Redbird is. Redbird! Sounds like I know who that is. But yeah. So anyway, it is what it is, you know. But where would he go on? Well, that's the wrong one. I'm just trying to go back to the front. So Runaways, let's see. Somebody would have heard him talk about it at school, and that's a fact, I believe. I do believe that. It doesn't have to be a friend, since they say he didn't have no friends. He didn't pack a bag. The neighbors didn't hear him out in the yard stomping his feet saying, I wish I could run away. You know, I wish I didn't live here. At least they haven't caught that on camera or anything like that we're aware of, at least not yet. He didn't pack a bag. He didn't take anything he loved with him. Runaways usually, sometimes, not always, but they leave a note. He didn't leave a note. He didn't take his phone. He didn't try to call his dad, even though he knew his dad was at work and wouldn't get it till the next day, which would have gave him some leeway to run. He didn't tell him bye, and he loved his dad, and he knew his dad, Seth, loved him. He didn't try to text him. No cameras caught him on, as we know, on video. There was no video footage. Now, runaways need resources too. Now, runaways survive by, there is runaway shelters. But I'm sure since cops thought that he ran away at first, since they were led to believe that, they've checked out all those sources. And there is an Amber Alert out. And they know that he had medical problems. They had to check those. But they have runaway shelters and organizations that provide resources and support to runaways. And friends and family sometimes hide them out. Well, let me tell you something. The family has been checked out, especially Katie's mother, who we all know is a child, whatever, and has 99 years home probation. Trust and believe that's been checked out over and over and over and over again. Some runaways, but not all. Some runaways, but not all, resort to panhandling. But then again, surely if he had to resort to that, hey, Lisa, especially as a teen boy, young man, it would have been noticeable by law enforcement, and also that there was an Amber Alert on him. Now, the worst part is some may engage in survival SEX and trading SEXual favors for food, shelter, and protection. Often leads to exploitation and trafficking to survive. That's the worst part. Or get hemmed up by somebody wanting to traffic saying, hey, I can help you here. Hey, I can help you there. What was the problem? But I feel like he would have been seen, honestly. Brandon, you're on camera everywhere. Everywhere. Especially in a big state like Nashville, or even getting out of the state, surrounding states and surrounding areas. Now, do I think this happened to Sebastian? I personally don't. But we can't rule any of this out. We can't rule any of this out. You would think his mother that gave birth to him and carried him would be a little more devastated if something like that was going on, in my opinion. That she thought, like any other, like a mother that carried their child 9 months, they're missing. She had him 15 years. He ran away. Yeah, somebody's coming in. She ran away. And all that was going on, and you didn't know where your child was. You hope that's not happening to them, but in your mind that could be happening to him. You would be going nuts, right? Not her. She can say behind cameras or whatever she wants to. Not her. Only in front of the cameras when she thinks somebody is watching, just like Susan Smith did. Remember Susan Smith? And where's her kids? And what happened to her kids? Okay. Because yes, and you would absolutely go insane because for a fact, right? That's right. You ain't going to sit there and tell that one nothing because she knows for a fact. She knows for a fact. That's right, Brandon, in the lake. At whose hands? Whose hands? And what story does she make up? Wow. But we can't rule anything out. In my opinion, and I'm allowed to have my opinion, I don't care who likes it. I think she knows exactly where her son is. And I tell you this, and this is the part, let's see, I think it is. No, I don't think we're there yet. Runaway or not, Sebastian is in a large city. Okay. He's in a large city. And the longer he's gone, it's not good. Look, you can say he's up there in Sumner County. He's from Sumner County. Y'all can think, Sumner County is not a large city, blah, 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 blah. No, he's right in the heart of Nashville. He's in a huge city. He's in surrounding huge cities if he went out of the area. Okay? The longer he's missing, and if he was on his own, which I don't think so, the longer anybody is out on their own, the easier it is for them to gravitate to the street life. That's what his mother, if she didn't have nothing to do with this, should be worried about. And that's for any missing kid. Lisa, I didn't. Yeah, I don't think she ever did love wins. I don't. Thank you, Sharon. Hold on. Seth hosts Sebastian's story in those documents and the case will be solved. I truly believe the case will be solved. That's just me. Everybody can say what they want to say. I believe it will. Now, she wants to leave and follow Chris all over the world. If that's not a red flag, I don't know what is when her son's missing. You can say what you want. It don't matter to me. Now, here's a fact we've all missed right here. Here's the meat and potatoes, and I hope Seth is listening to this. Here is the meat and potatoes we've all missed. Even me. Here's the meat and potatoes. When a mother leaves her home while her child is missing, if the child is found and the child is alive, the child will likely be taken into emergency custody, and the mother could face legal consequences, including child abandonment charges and potential termination of parental rights. So, Seth Rogers, I hope you're listening to that, because that's a fact. So let Katie Proudfoot keep bouncing all over the United States with her man that she loves so much, and that she's put before her son and your son, because in my opinion, it's coming. It's coming. We all overlook that fact because we want everything right now. Stay strong. Stay strong. Let me read that to you again. Let me read that to you again. When a mother leaves her home while her child is missing, if the child is found, if the child is alive, the child will likely be taken into emergency custody, and the mother could face legal consequences, including child abandonment charges and potential termination of parental rights. We all overlook that fact. So if you know something, say something. If you know something, say something. Continue. If you have any tips, call 1-800-TBI-FIND 615-451-3838, or you can call 1-833-TELL-DOG. And this is his picture. Please, please, please continue to share, continue to get his name and face out there, and have some hope. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Tell the truth, Mama. Where is Sebastian? I love each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Well, if she ain't aware of it, whoever said that, she's going to be aware of it now, because I know she watches. Y'all have a good night. See you in the streets.